Buenos dias, mi amigos. This is the weekly Pele report for April 2nd of 2014. And this is kind of a monkey business kind of time. There's a lot of monkey business going on these days. The moon squared Jupiter on yesterday, conjunct Uranus today, square Pluto tomorrow. I mean, it's all going on here. We've got the moon today. As of today, it's in Taurus. Thursday, it goes into Gemini. Saturday, Cancer. And then finally, we have the first quarter square moon in Cancer on Monday. Venus goes into Pisces, and Mercury goes into Aries. Let's talk about it.
All right, let's knock out the monkey business and get down to real business. Hard to know where to start with all of this going on. Basically, this month of April is a very powerful, intense month. We'll be coming up to a lunar eclipse shortly. I'll be talking about that a little more next week. I'm going to do a long half-hour video on the eclipses for the New Paradigm community. If you haven't looked into that, you might want to check it out if you want to learn more about this stuff. But for now, let's just look at this. We're coming into this first quarter moon, particularly this weekend, as the moon is in Cancer and that sun is in Aries. It's highlighting this whole big grand cross that's going on for us now. And we just want to look, beyond the astrology into what this all means, what this portends. And of course, that's up to individual interpretation. This is my individual interpretation. It's a dramatic time. It is an intense time. There are a lot of things bubbling up to the surface from the far distant past. I just finished watching this movie called The Square about the uprisings over in Egypt last year and, kind of still evolving. And we look at what's going on with the global climate change. The oceans are rising. The global warming is really creating a tremendous amount of havoc. We look at Fukushima. We look at what's going on planet Earth around here. And though the media is trying to keep things as cool, calm, and collected as possible, it's very clear in talking with just about anybody that their lives are full of change, of insecurity, of instability, and it's like the rumblings and the tumblings. We just had an earthquake in Peru, 8.2 magnitude. Yeah, Chile, I'm sorry, not Peru. Thank goodness. We don't want to mess up Machu Picchu. But yeah, I'm down here in Costa Rica that we have a tsunami warning going on here, right? So the earth itself is trembling and shaking like before a volcano, like before a birth, like a mother giving birth goes through her Braxton Hicks contractions, and it's like the body of Mother Nature, the body of Earth. We're all feeling this on the inside, and it creates, right? I mean, when you're all stirred up, when you're emotionally, moving inwardly, everything is the same, everybody's the same, or the work is the same, or it seems like your life is all the same, like nothing has really changed. But since you are so actively inwardly and mentally and everything is going on, even though nothing has really changed that much on the outside, it is you changing on the inside. Each and every single one of us on humanity, as human beings, are feeling and experiencing on deep inner levels through our DNA, through what's going on now with the sunspots. We are in a high active solar cycle of the 11-year cycle. 2013, 14, and 15 are the big peak years. And these create, these solar flares, the changes in the magnetic field, changes in the aura of the Earth, and these eclipses coming up. So this big change, what is it about? Well, we've got Jupiter in Cancer, opposite this Pluto in Capricorn. And this is just the birth of each and every individual person tapping more so into their powerful source of Kundalini. Black Moon Lilith has moved into Leo. Mercury now has moved into Aries, more fire this week. And Venus, the goddess of love, has moved out of this airy outer space Aquarius into Pisces, the dream. This is a beautiful time. For the next month, we'll have Venus in Pisces, Mercury in Aries. And what is it? It's beautiful. What I saw in that movie with the square is these, it's peaceful revolution. Venus in Pisces is love and understanding of our connection with all that is, with each other. We're not looking for a fight. But at the same time, this Mars in Libra, Jupiter in Cancer is ready now to stand up in our power and in our truth and not take it anymore. This Uranus in Aries, this Sun conjunct Uranus, we are in a space now of really coming into liberty, equality, no more external forces dominating us. So it's time for each and every one of us to kind of do our own revolution and revolt against tyranny in all of its forms and come into this sovereign space of, I acknowledge my own power, my own sovereign ability, my own state of being that deserves food, shelter, equality, money, the good things of planet Earth, a good life while I'm in this body. And we can unite with other people and expand our notion of family to be all of humanity. And so it's time for each and every one of us to take steps in our own life and in our own personal relationships to define our boundaries and to expand our boundaries and to be bigger. And that naturally is going to create waves, like shock waves going out. Oh, did you hear so-and-so? They want more space. Oh, so-and-so is getting bigger. Oh, so-and-so is, da-da-da-da. It's like, yeah, we're not going to take it anymore. And we're going to bump up against, and this is Pluto in Capricorn, we're going to bump up against all of our fears internally, get projected out onto external authorities. And it's time, as we confront and stand up to powerful egos outside of ourselves. It's almost like, oh my goodness, I lost the camera fell over. I'm expanding my boundaries. Wow. It's never happened before, man. It's sitting on a stump of a tree here. Anyway, I hope you can still see me. I'm just going to keep talking. Oh, yeah. So this claiming of our space out of love in a peaceful way, but in a firm, strong, clear manner, that now is the time and this is the place for us to gather our forces together and to combine our energies into new communities, into a new paradigm. It's time to be co-creators. It's time to walk our talk. And we can just go around feeling, oh, I'm not getting my needs met, or oh, where is spirit and why is this not happening magically? Or, you know, we can go into a lot of doubt if we start taking a lot of things personal. And this would be kind of the downward spiral. That this is too hard, it's not easy, I'm not getting what I want, have I done something wrong? We could get into doubt and guilt. Or we could get into blame and victimization. But the whole thing is not to take it personally. What I really came to this last weekend with this new moon is that, you know, it's like when we meet our galactic brothers and sisters, we want to stand up proudly and say, I am from Earth. We want this planet to be something we can be proud of. Like, yes, I'm an Earthling. And you know what we did in Earthling? We transformed everything. We changed everything. We are our brothers and sisters' keepers. And a lot of what we're experiencing now in terms of trauma and challenge and, you know, it's not that there's anything wrong. It's just that it's education for us to see what we don't want in our reality anymore. It's like you gotta find, you know, the stain in the tablecloth so you can wash it out. Yeah? So just look around and experience your life of what you want to now not see anymore or not have anymore, what you want to purify, cleanse, and purge. And not that, you know, you're going to be overwhelmed by it or that it's, you know, evil and disastrous and da-da-da-da. It's just like a stain on the tablecloth. All we got to do is wash the tablecloth. All we got to do is, like, wash our lives, yeah? This is time. This is time. So we're all getting exposed to some of the dark side or some of the, you know, what we don't want, what is, you know, ugly or what is pollution or what is, you know, and it's just like it can get you down, or you can feel where is spirit and where is this, that, or the other thing. But all it is it's like this kick in the butt for us to be the change. Not talk about it, not dream about it, not hope for it. Be it. That's the Jupiter in Cancer. And that's where we're going to have our first quarter square moon. It's 17 degrees of Cancer right on Jupiter. Yeah! It's a powerful, powerful time of change. And so the mantra for this week. Uh-oh, here comes the wind. I hope the camera doesn't blow over again. Yeah. If my life is full of drama, shocks, surprises, or emotional trauma, I know I have avoided, denied, or suppressed an inner truth I must now express. When we resist the evolutionary impulse, when we resist the power of life that wants us to grow and evolve into something bigger and something more manifest than we were before, when we suppress that, fear it, deny it, or try to stay small, yeah, it's like putting a dam in the river, and the energy builds and builds and builds. You cannot stop evolution for too long before it turns into revolution. And the dam breaks, and then you have trauma. So if you've got trauma in your life, or you're experiencing, you know, like, what the hell's going on? You just want to look at a new part of yourself, a truth about yourself that is wanting to be born. It's wanting to be realized. And you don't want to block it or stop it. So, no resistance, no trauma. Yeah? More resistance, more trauma. So, baby steps to the bathroom, you know, little bit by little bit. Just go for it. One last time. And if my life is full of drama, shocks, surprises, or emotional trauma, I know that I avoided, denied, or suppressed an inner truth I must now express. You just want to repeat that over and over, and when you're in the middle of it, or when you wake up and you're looking in the mirror in the morning, you know, look for that drama, look for that trauma, and then underneath that, look for the new you that wants to speak up and speak out and be heard and create the change that you incarnated to do and be. Namaste, aloha, so much love.